Hi and welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I'm so glad you joined me in the Treehouse today. Today I have this really cool project that I wanted to share with you, and it is this fun fold card. I guess that's what you'd call it. Anyway, it is a fun card. So it's got this really cool lattice work, and there's two different die sets that I'm using for it. One of them is a new one called Textured Notes dies, and it has all of these plus 3 more, and they have really cool patterns and things. Love that. And then of course the linked together dies, which is where the lattice comes from. So you got the lattice, and with it also you have the flowers and the little vines. Let's see if I can get the other piece. So there's 2 vines. There's actually another set of flowers that come with that, but I wasn't going to use those. I'm just going to use these right there. And I think that's everything. And of course I'm using Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon as my colors, and Very Vanilla for the flowers. So let me show you how I put this all together. All right, we're going to start with our card base, which is the Pretty Peacock, and it is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored in half at 5 1/2. And then what I did was I took the lattice and I centered it and ran that through the stamp cut and emboss machine, and I measured the halfway at 2 3/4 and made a little score mark to know, so that I would have that even this way, and then this way it just has a little tiny border. It was easy to just eyeball that. Okay, so then that comes out, but we will use the piece that it creates, the lattice. And you'll also need to do this again in Lost Lagoon. So you end up with these 2 lattice pieces. And I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and kind of put those together. I'm going to get my silicone craft mat because we're going to be doing little teeny tiny glues, and this is great to not have it go everywhere and get stuck on everything. So what I'm going to do is, this one's going to be behind and this one's going to be on the front, and I'm offsetting it just a little bit so that it kind of gives a shadow effect. And so I will just put some glue. I'll put just a couple pieces, little dots maybe, on some of these intersections. Get my glue flowing here. Maybe it was working just a minute ago. Let's see. Come on, let me try. So yeah, that's my fuller one. I've got a straight pin. Sometimes it can stick the straight pin in there and get it flowing. Let's see if this works. Oh, yep. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. It's working now. All right. This is just the green lid glue, the Tombow liquid glue, and I have it in this container. And I love this for little details so that you're not making a huge mess with the glue. I'm going to move that. That one just got a little bit too much. All right, so I put glue there and there. These are, you can find these if you're interested in something like this. They're on my favorites on my blog, creativetreehouse.blog. All right, so I've got that, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to offset it just so ever so slightly. Like that. I think I could, should I do it at the side? I think that's about right. Okay, I've got it a little bit crooked. Let me just come back. It's one of the reasons I really like the Tombow glue, is that you've got some wiggle room for it. All right, so we've got those attached, and now what we're going to do is we're going to use these dies, and you're going to need one frame in the Lost Lagoon and one frame in the Pretty Peacock. And what I did was I just put these together, and normally this would come out as one whole piece, but by putting this one inside of it, then you end up with a frame. Of course, it would actually be flipped over, but I wanted to show you that. So that is how we got these two frames. All right, so we're going to bring our base back in, and I'm going to keep using my silicone mat. All right, and what we're going to do is I'm going to fit this in there, and I think I'm going to actually go up from underneath, like so. And so that the Lost Lagoon one exactly fits into our hole there. I think I've almost got it. All right, and so there's really, by offsetting it helps just a little bit to give it a place to adhere. But what's really going to help is that I'm going to put this on there. The fun thing about this particular die is that it is exactly 4 1/4, so the same width as our card base, and it's going to add a lot, just the glue that we need to kind of adhere that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue again, and I'm going to put glue, let's see if I can do this, maybe. It is not wanting to cooperate that much. I will switch over, because this is wide enough. I'm going to use my Tombow in the regular container and go all the way around our frame. Okay, and then I'm going to set that on top. Make sure I have it's still exactly where I need it to be. I think that's about it. Make sure it's even on the sides. All right, there we have it. All right, so that is that. And then we want to do the exact same thing on the back side with this, because that will just kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay, so that's the back. And we'll just repeat in the Pretty Peacock. I just thought this was a really, I just loved the fact that these two dies interacted with each other so well. Okay. And put that on top, on the edge, and then it just makes it look much nicer and cleaner. All right. So that is the back side. While we're here on the back side, I'm going to give it a little bit more strength, because we've got a couple layers here, and that means these parts, this and this, are not as thick or as sturdy. So, and we want our card to be able to stand up. So I am going to put 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock, and they measure 1 1/8 by 4 1/4. Okay, and these measurements you can find on my blog. Again, it's creativetreehouse.blog. There's lots of fun information on there, including any upcoming classes. You can sign up for my newsletter, get a free PDF. You want to go check it out. All right, so now that's going to really help make it not just thick here, but it's going to be even. All right, we can flip that over. All right, I think, no, we're going to keep that in there because we're going to be gluing some more things on. We can go ahead. This is DSP. It's cut. It's, I believe it was a free celebration. I'm not positive, but anyway, it just happened to have the Lost Lagoon type color in it. And it had the kind of vines and leaves and birds, so I just thought it matched really well. So we're going to put one here and one down below. It's the same size as the Pretty Peacock that we just put on the inside. Okay, and apparently I did not. Pretty sure those are the same size. I'm going to rip this off just really quick and see if it's the same. It is. That means that what what I did was I did not cut that evenly. So I have a feeling it should be down just a little bit further. So, but that's okay. That is all right. Oh, now I moved it and it's not even. Okay, so we've got that. All right, let's go on to our leaves, our vines there, and our flowers. So while we might be able to kind of lift that up just a little bit, we'll get one in this way. And then what I did, let's see if I can get my thin glue to work again, because we're going to put little tiny dots. Let's see if I can get it working. Aha, yes. I'm gonna just look and see where this attaches, like overlaps on the lattice, the vine and the lattice. So I'm gonna put a glue dot under here. We can put one right here and maybe right in here. All right, so we're gonna put a glue dot here. And I think one right in here. We just need a couple little places for it to attach. And let's try here. See if we, that looks like that'll work. All right, so we've got that vine down. I'm gonna do, whoop, well, it attached to me. I was stickier to me. All right, now we'll do the short one. Again, I'm gonna see if I can kind of tuck it under just a little bit. And that looks good. Let's see where we've got, where it is overlapping. Got a good one right in here. And possibly here. And maybe right here. Let's see how that works. All right, and now the flowers. The flowers are very vanilla. And I put two of them together. And I'll show you how I did that. Actually, these little centers are still in there. All right, I just put just a tiny bit of glue around the center at the petal base. And then layered the other one on top, offsetting it. And so there you have a flower. All right, and we'll put one of them here. I'm gonna kind of lay them out just a little bit. Let's see, how about one there, and then another one, maybe on that end. Something like that, I think. All right, and I'm just gonna put those down completely. In other words, no dimensionals or anything. Okay, and we're gonna put, use some gems for the centers. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit trickier. Let's see, let's put some, let's see if that'll be enough for that one. Should be. The Tombow glue is a really nice strong glue. Okay, looks good. All right, and then I chose the There Is Hope. I'm gonna have to look it up and figure out which stamp set that one came from. I think it is a current one. I'm gonna put this down. I stamped on Lost Lagoon with the Pretty Peacock ink. And I'm gonna put that right in here, like so. Okay, I'm gonna pull that out. We're getting really close. Oh, you know what? This guy did not, I don't think I ever put any glue on him. Sorry, dude. Okay, let's see if we can, well, let's see, let me go back to my skinny one. We'll put some here. And how about in here? Let's see if that'll be enough. All right, yeah, doesn't need to go over because that will exactly fit into our envelope. All right, I now have glue all over me. All right, so the gems that I'm using, I'm not positive if they're current or not. It's the solid faceted gems. And I'm using these that look like, I think petal pink is what they are. color-wise. It's just a really soft color, so it doesn't really shout out at you, but it just adds just the right amount of detail to these flower centers. All right, we are getting there. All right, looks great. All right, now the inside, I decided you could leave it like that, and I like that look, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of the Lost Lagoon inside. Let me show you what that's going to look like. So it gives you a different, kind of a different look, but that way you could write in it. Of course, now if you're going to write, you'll have to be able to write up here and up here because you don't want to write here and see the writing. But you could also put another piece of Very Vanilla or maybe even Lost Lagoon on the back if you want to write a longer note to the recipient. So let's put this on. And then, and I believe I cut that piece at 4 by 5 1/4. All right, and then I was going to add a flower. And I didn't want to put a gem on this one because it's on the inside. Didn't want the height there. And so I just did a little tiny center in petal pink. And that was easy to do because I used the 1/8 inch, and this is, I don't remember the name, it comes in a set of 3. These are relatively new, and they go, it's like a tag bundle or whatever. It has different little shapes to do, to have ribbon and twine and things to come out, but that is just perfect for the center of the flower. All right, I think that is everything. So what do you think? I really, really like it, and it will, of course, this is not going to show up on the camera, but then you've got it, you're able to stand it up, and it's just, it's fun. I love the see-through. You could probably put a piece of vellum or a piece of a window sheet in there as well, but it also works to just leave it completely open like that. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you'll give this a try. If you do, let me know about it. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear the fact that you even stopped by and watched the video. I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'm excited to report that I have just recently crossed the 3,000 subscriber mark. So thank you if you're one of those 3,000. I so appreciate that, and I just you motivate me to keep on sharing what I love with you. And I think that is it. Don't forget to go check out my blog, and I'll hopefully see you in a future video or on my lives, which are Thursday, same channel, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys. Well, I am hoping that may your hands create and your heart be blessed this week. And that's it from the Treehouse. See you later. Bye-bye.